What's up, guys? Welcome back to our Z-Roll, and today I gotta do a few errands. I gotta get some sprinkler stuff. One of our sprinkler heads is not spraying. I gotta move a sprinkler head because we're actually going to be putting something in our backyard that I'm really excited about that we'll talk to you on a future vlog. But we gotta start making room for that and kind of redoing our landscape in the backyard. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna check out our post office to see if we got any mail, and then I am going to go somewhere where I'm really excited about. I'm gonna show you and give you a little tour of my favorite place to get beans for coffee, and then I'm gonna go home and show you guys how to make a pour over. There's a lot of you guys who are really excited about us making a pour over on Saturday, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna kind of show you the process, what beans I use, kind of some tips and all that stuff of how to make an amazing pour over. So hopefully you guys enjoy, but let's go ahead and get that sprinkler head and do some errands, and we'll go from there. I got some funny pipe, sprinkler head, and also some poly pipe cutters because I lost mine. No idea where they're at, but it's always fun buying new tools. I don't know if some of you know, but I used to be a landscaper, so I used to actually design backyards. I used to put in waterfalls. I put in our own waterfall in our backyard. Put pathways and stone and I don't know, all that kind of stuff. Planters, whatever, sprinkler systems. The funny thing is though, is when it comes outside, I could dream it, I could do it. But when it comes inside, no idea what I'm doing. I wish I'd rather know more stuff inside than outside, because I feel like with the outside, it's not as important than the inside. But it's funny, when I step inside, it's like, I'm lost. I wish it would translate inside, but it doesn't. So that's what YouTube's for, right? Well, no mail today, but if you guys didn't know, we do have a P.O. box, and we love hearing from you guys. It's been fun getting to know you guys through some snail mail. But anyway, okay, off to the roastery. If I can get the key in the hole. Got it, done. Now, it's really hard vlogging with my right hand and trying to turn the key with my left. Treasure Valley Coffee. This is my favorite place to get some amazing beans. The roastery. All right, guys, I'm telling you what, if you're in Idaho, you're in Boise, you're in Meridian, wherever you're at, you gotta come here. I'll show you what I get, and it's gonna be the best pour over ever. Bags are so big, 5 pens. Yeah, we'll roast the beans here. Coffee shop over there. Got my pound of French roast. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. So stoked. Guys, we're super lucky because yes, these beans were roasted today, but it's not every day that the French roast is roasted today. So let me explain. At the roastery, they have a daily fresh roast, okay? And so they kind of cycle through like all their blends and beans, but today was the French roast, and I am super excited to try this because it's so fresh. Now, some of you are like, well, I don't have a Treasure Valley coffee. What kind of beans do I use for a pour over? Well, what I like to use is I like to use San Francisco blend as well, which you can get at Costco. Also, we just ran out, but it is, man, this smells so good. Also the Starbucks French roast as well. So you can get that pretty much anywhere. But we usually go to Costco and get them in good sizes because we go through so much coffee. In your area locally, there's probably a great roastery that is there that you can find some just fresh roasted coffee. That's always gonna be the best when it's fresh roasted. But again, San Francisco Starbucks, they do a good job as well. So let's go ahead and get started on how I make a pour over. So I have the option at the roastery to have them grind it for me, but part of a pour over is you wanna make sure you have it at a certain grind. And so for me, I do at a medium fine grind. So you can see the lines over here. I kind of go in the middle of here. a medium fine right there, and that gives a really good grind. So for the coffee, so I go ahead and pour these fresh beans. And by the way, Lacey is behind the camera.
Hello.
First time we saw her today, which we haven't even seen her yet. So go ahead and do that. And let's go. Okay. Can you see that okay? So just like that. It's perfect. Okay. So that, oh my goodness, it smells so good. I've used several different kinds of pour overs, guys, and Chemix is by far the best. I like it because just the design of it, and also really it's the filter that Chemix makes, and I'll talk to you more about that. But also, I don't like pour overs that have like the wooden or any kind of grip right here, because this is so easy to clean. You just put it in the dishwasher, it's good to go. Other thing is the filter. So with the Chemix filter system, it is the best. Okay, it kind of has 4 different kind of like corners here, but you actually, how to open this is you actually just take one of these, open it like this, and then you just put it right in there like so. Because of its design, it makes the best pour over. Now you can actually use a size 4 cone if you want to as well for other pour overs, but again, this is the best. So I'm gonna actually leave the description of this Chemix and also Chemix filters down below if you are deciding to want to get a pour over. Highly recommend the Chemix. One thing to note though is when you do purchase these right here, I would suggest to get the bleached ones. The reason why is with these brown ones, you would think it would taste better, but it actually kind of gives like a not a cardboard, like a paper taste, I guess. We bought these. I want to use these up before we get the other ones, so I'm gonna go ahead and link the bleached ones below. Obviously these ones below, but white. And so you guys know exactly which ones to get. We're gonna go ahead and heat up our water. The water needs to be at 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and we need 21 ounces of water. And I'll explain why we need that. But you do need a gooseneck kettle, because the way you pour this over technique is why it's called a pour over. So make sure you get one of these 2. I'll link this one below as well. But let's go ahead and get our 21 ounces, excuse me, of water. You can see the steam's coming up. Perfect. I think it's about ready. Guys, we have a thermometer now. Pretty stoked about this. So for our F&Ls and all that, we should be good with our oil. I think we should be all right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open this guy up. We want this to be 200 degrees. Boom. Okay, so it's a little bit over 202, which is perfect. So we're not going to be pouring over the coffee right away, so it's going to cool down just a minute. What we're going to do though is we're actually going to pour a little bit inside the filter to prep the filter. That's why we use 1 ounce extra, because we use a little bit to prep that. So got the water down there, and what you're going to do is you're just going to actually empty the water right out, but again, it's just to prep that guy. Okay, so now we're ready to go. Now, as far as how much coffee you use, I use probably more than the average person, but I'm going to make 6 cups of pour over, and I'm going to put 6 tablespoons of coffee inside there. It might be a little bit too much for, again, the average person, but if you want it super bold, super rich, super smooth, that's the way to do it. Now what I do is, this is a 2 tablespoon. I actually level off. I don't heap it, just nice level. And I put 3 of these in. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Now we're gonna go ahead and get our water. And this right here is an important part of a pour over, and that is called the bloom. So you're gonna put a little bit of water in there, just about that much, until you see it start bubbling. See that? See how it's bubbling? That's called the bloom. And what it's doing, it's actually releasing the gases and the flavor of the bean right below. See all that? That is the good part. So you let that actually sit for about 30 seconds. Okay, so now it's just kind of dripping. It should be good now. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour the rest of the water inside. So this is why you need the gooseneck kettle, because you're just gonna go around really slowly. Don't hit the filter, but just kind of around just like this. Nice, even flow water. Go around and around and around. Now, when you're done pouring the water in, it should take about 4 minutes for all the water to be drained through the filter. And if it's longer than 4 minutes, or if it's shorter than 4 minutes, you didn't do it right. If it's a little bit longer than 4 minutes is okay, but I'm just telling you, once you get it down, it's gonna be like clockwork. It will be that 4 minute and you should be good to go. But honestly, the first time I did a pour over, I did it and it went down in like, man, it had to be like a minute. And that's when I realized I was doing it completely wrong. And honestly, with these Chemix filters, it's kind of hard to do it wrong, honestly. They make it pretty easy with these filters. Okay, so all the water is poured in there, again about 20 ounces, and it is coming down perfectly. Look at that. It's 4:02, so we'll see in 4 minutes if it's all drained. It is 4:06, check it out. Boom, you see that? It's kind of steamy, but it's done. No more water inside the filter, so I'm gonna go take this out, just like that. And guys, we have a pour over, and it smells so fresh. I keep on saying that, but I'm so excited. Now before you serve, you got to actually let some oxygen in the coffee, kind of swirl it like this a little bit. That is a huge thing you gotta do. Sometimes people just, when it's done, they just pour it, but that little motion right there is going to actually bring a lot more flavor into the coffee, a more consistent flavor. So, Lacey's actually upstairs writing a script for the puppet show for tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring her some coffee so that way you can see her, and then she can taste test to see if she can actually tell the difference between these beans and the beans that we use, say, on Saturday. So let's check it out. How's the script going?
Good.
Hello.
Hello.
Got some coffee. Who is in the window?
I told him he had to be quiet, so he's back there.
So Lacey's trying to write this script out, and you know when you're in mid creativity, and then
Yeah.
you have to like finish it out. So hopefully this will help. Here's your coffee right there.
Thank you. Oh,
Boom. Okay, so this is the thing.
it's black.
It is black, and the reason why is usually she has. What's the kind of coffee creamer that you like?
My favorite is Starbucks creamer. All their flavors are great. Right now we have the cinnamon dolce, and that's super good.
It's actually probably the best for cold brew.
Mm-hmm.
We actually did cold brew, what was it, yesterday, 2 days ago? Sunday,
yeah.
Yeah, and we used that creamer, and honestly, it was up there with pumpkin spice for me.
Yeah.
I don't like creamer in my coffee, but that Starbucks creamer I'll do that for sure.
It's my favorite.
Okay, so I told everyone that on Saturday we had I think it was Starbucks. We used Starbucks French roast.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is beans from the roastery that was roasted today, this morning. Okay, so I want you to know, like, honest opinion, why it's black.
Okay.
If you can actually tell the difference of the beans, if you can tell it's fresher or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference. Yeah, that's really good. One second, buddy. Yeah, that's really good. It just has like, it has like a smoother taste, and it's like bold, and I can like taste that like oil off the beans almost.
Really?
You know what I mean? It's really good. If I had a little cream, I think it'd be perfect for me. But the coffee tastes great.
Want to try, Landon?
No.
You don't like coffee? How old do you have to be to have coffee?
You want to smell it?
21.
You have to be 21 to have coffee?
You want to smell it? You all about smelling things.
It smells like beans, but not cooked beans.
There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try it. I'm really excited about this. Here we go. Yep. It is. It's just good. Mm-hmm. Guys, this is so good. It's rich, it's smooth, it's dark. Why I like pour over is because there's none of that bitter taste at the end of coffee. It's perfect. It's a perfect way to brew coffee. You do not get this flavor from a Keurig. You do not get this flavor from just like a regular, brewer,
Right.
a regular coffee maker. Okay, you only get this flavor from, I would say, a French press and also pour over. But if I had to decide which I like better, a French press or pour over, I would say pour over. Something that I didn't do that I usually do sometimes is if you want to make it more of like a desserty coffee, you can actually put a little bit of cinnamon in there and then do the pour over. So just kind of like a tip for you guys. You just not a lot, just get a little pinch of some cinnamon, and when it brews, it tastes amazing. We usually do that in the evening or something like that too. So anyway, this is awesome. So I'm gonna link everything below. Guys, the Chemix is the best, and the reason why it was made by a chemist, hence the name Chemix. But I'll link those those bleach filters and also the actual pour over in the description below as well. So check it out. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna actually end the vlog right now. She needs to finish the script. I need to go fix that sprinkler outside. And we have so many bees right now. So many bees. Like, it's insane. Tucker got stung.
He got four
times. They have a wasp nest or something like that in their play set thing. Anyway, so we killed that, but we're finding stuff everywhere. So we're gonna go on a mission, like a hunt. We actually got this like electric fly swatter because we've been having a lot of flies too. But we killed like 5 or 6 wasps with it today. And when you hit it, it's electric, so you hear this like this buzz. But guys, like today, one of the wasps wouldn't die. Like it was huge, and I was hitting it wouldn't die. And eventually, I just pressed the trigger, and all of a sudden, smoke was coming out, and we're like, oh my gosh. So I got some wasp little those little cone things that they go up in there and they die. And we're putting those around our area, and hopefully we can get rid of our nest and all that kind of stuff today.
Yeah.
So anyway, I have all that to do, but we're gonna go ahead and end it here. I'm gonna edit, get ready for tomorrow, and we will see you guys here on Saturday. If you haven't subscribed, do that, and also ring the bell so you know when we have new videos that post. But anyway, we love you guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Later, guys.
Bye.